Saturday night, be headed East Atlanta. Father said it on my porch. 44 Hank Aaron Chrome, wanna make it home. Cover faded for it, had to fade it. At the faded for it, tomato. Either way, the boy the greatest player. I won't
C. Mitchell here with Coach Jelks. I want to thank you for being on the Coach's Corner right now. 4-2, midway through the season. And how you guys feeling right now?
Well, not too good after dropping that first region game to Hateville Charter in the beginning of the year. You know, you look at that schedule. We were very optimistic about it, feeling like, you know, just kind of based on last year, us having a lot of the same guys back.
Right.
Definitely didn't see ourselves being 4-2 right now.
Yeah, you mentioned having that region loss and how that's going to be for you guys to make the playoffs. What are you telling your team and some of the keys to success moving forward for the rest of the season?
Just making sure that we stay on top of our job for each game, each week. The region is still right here in front of us, so we still got a chance to win this region. As long as we take care of business moving forward, we should be in good shape.
Coming off of this loss in a few of the games that you guys have had, I know you're going to have big plays that happen. It seems like it's been something that has worked for you guys, and it's also at different times worked against you guys. What are some of the things that you guys look to try to alleviate some of those?
Just looking forward to tackling better this week. You know, we missed a lot of tackles this past week with Hateville Charter. We got to start faster. It hadn't been an issue all season, but this past week it definitely was. So we got to try to eliminate penalties. Going over here to Westminster is going to be a task in itself. We got to go there and play them on their campus. And so just making sure that we do the fundamental small things right. And so we're going to harp on that this week. Just making sure we lined up correctly, making sure we stand on blocks, making sure we tackling people.
What are some of the smaller goals that you have that help you reach that final, that final goal. end goal?
Beginning of the season, I mean, our goal is always a championship. And so, you know, it starts with a region championship and then on to a state championship. And that region championship, you know, was so important because getting the number one seed and going into the playoffs, you got a great chance of having 3 home games, you know, if you continue to win. And so we control our own destiny. We go win the games we need to, and we can still reach that goal of that region championship. This is one of the bigger ones with Westminster being a private school, hoping that we can come together and go over there and come back with a W.
What is it that you feel as though Westminster particularly does well that you guys would want to make sure that you watch out for in the upcoming week without giving us away too much of your game plan?
Yeah, they're extremely disciplined. That's a disciplined football team, and I just remember last year they were disciplined as well, and when we played them for homecoming, so they had to come over to our place. You know, we had a good crowd behind us, and we played pretty sound football. We know they're going to be disciplined, different environment, so we got to make sure that we don't have a whole bunch of penalties, and make sure that we just kind of stay the course. They do a lot of shifting and, you know, things of that sort to try to kind of get you off schedule. And so making sure that we recognize formations defensively and offensively, you know, when they try to move late, just making sure we follow our rules so that we can take advantage of chances when we get them. Last week had some misassignments, you know, committed some penalties. That, you know, really ended up costing us in the end. And so we just want to make sure we don't carry those same mistakes over this week. Because of who we're playing, you know, we got to be that much more intentional and just kind of redundant with some of the small things.
Awesome, Coach. Well, that concludes our time for today. We will check in with you next week. We appreciate you. We should come up with a name for this. for this
the show. I got you. I'm gonna ask a couple of people, man.
And maybe we'll put a poll out, and I'll give a couple of suggestions to you as well.
Yeah.